Hi everyone, my name is Heather Gravlin. Welcome to my channel at Aurora Essence Healing. Today I'm going to start my series of stories and I hope you enjoy. So my first story was when I was about, that I can remember going back from birth, is I want to say about 2 to 4 years old, and I lived in Danielson, Connecticut at that time in a apartment. We lived next to a local church in like rows of apartment buildings. So I think this memory is because I was so young, it comes from me being at a lower like floor level height. And like, I remember playing with my toys and all of a sudden feeling like the energy change in the room. So I like looked up and I instantly like got this feeling of, whoa, like an alert feeling over my body. So I'm still on the floor and all of a sudden I feel like this rush of energy over me, and all of my, hairs stuck up on my whole body, like down my spine, my arms, and all of my hair on my, arms went straight up and I got like goosebumps. So I was like, oh, that was so weird. It really kind of spooked me out. And as it kept happening more and more since I realized it, it seemed like it happened more and more. So when I would play, I would feel a pop-in. I guess I want to call them pop-ins. So like all of a sudden there is a energy there that wasn't there before. So I then started realizing after, so many times, I think I was there in that apartment from birth to about 4 years old. So I started realizing that this energy felt like an older woman was there in the room with me. And I couldn't see her with my eyes, like that we see the world. And I couldn't see her with like what people call my third eye, which is like a vision. I just felt a presence there. And I always felt like a coldness or the goosebumps and the rushing feeling. And I'm being watched all the time. So of course, when you're a child, that does kind of seem to freak you out a bit. My sibling and I both picked up on this energy, and I don't know if anyone's ever seen like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but from like the 80s or 90s. But it's like a spidey sense sort of thing where you realize this, you have this feeling, and it's like an empathic feeling, and it just rushes over you. And so we would start humming or singing like little songs or tunes to try to like regulate like our whole vagus nerve and like body system on what was going on and like how we were processing all these energies. And we, for some reason, thought and felt like if we walked against the walls with our backs to the walls, it felt better. So that actually now, as I'm older, tells me that we were like really trying to, we were freaked out, but we were trying to protect our energy and protect like our spinal area and get all of our nerves like in a stable state of being and calm when this was happening. Nothing ever, happened that was, scary or anything like beyond that. It was just like, we realized this and it was like, okay, well, this is just how we live. It just seemed kind of like after a while, like, oh, this is just how it is. When we moved out of there, I did not feel that specific energy anymore. So I'm not exactly sure, if that was an energy person that lived there before previously, or if it was one of our, departed ancestral guides or something like that was popping in, just to check on us and say hi. So that is the end of my first story between 2 and 4 years old that I remember, that was frequently in my life. So thank you for listening. And I hope you come back for the next story.